Hi guys, I hope you're doing well. Today is Monday, the 25th of May 2026. I hope you had a nice weekend. So I'm just going to be starting off on the monthly time frame on the pound USD, the only currency pair that I trade. So just looking from the monthly time frame, it is still safe to say that we are in a downtrend simply because this was the last swing point that we had, the swing high, swing low, and this channel that I've been having is like the corrective move of this particular move that we have over here. However, just looking at where we are currently, because I am a day trader, I've been having this channel. So it's safe to say that this correction has been moving in that channel. This particular level here, the 1.319, we had a bullish candle bounce off that level here, and this particular level, the 1.375, it's still acting as resistance, but we still don't have like any proper confirmation apart from this candle that we had over here, which was formed last year in July. And you can see since then we haven't really been able to break below or even break above. So yeah, it's safe to say that price is still in a type of consolidation, but going from what I'm seeing at the moment, I'm going to be on the bullish side on the bigger time frames, just simply because I know that it's bigger, like extremely bigger. But just focusing on this candle here and the fact that we still have some room to even go back up to that 1.357 or even back up to here, I would rather just be on the buy side as per now, even if it's a short-term buy before even selling, because I would like to see like some long-term sells, maybe let's say from here or wherever, let's just say wherever it wants to go, because honestly at this point price action has not been the clearest. But right now I'm just going to be focusing on what's happening currently, and I can see that we are making swing highs. We did make a higher high here. We didn't get any proper bearish candle close from over here, so that is why for me I'd rather just stick to the buy side as per right now. Okay, so going over to the weekly time frame. This is the weekly time frame, so we can see this channel a bit more clearly. This is now, we had higher high, we pulled back, then we made another higher high here with a wick, a very long wick. I don't like long wicks because usually price tends to come over and fill them up. And you can see this particular candle, guys, let me not lie, this particular candle here, the one that formed in April, this bullish engulfing candle, this is the candle that's really like giving me that signal that maybe price does not want to sell at the moment. So because of this one, let's say for example, yeah, I mean, and sometimes this is the reasoning that I like to use. Let's just say somebody entered a trade like this, I don't know, a position trader, a swing trader, and let's say they were targeting something like this. Let's even say a 1:2. You can see, guys, this is quite valid because of course I don't trade on the weekly time frame. I don't know anybody who trades on the weekly time frame, but I'm just saying if there's a candle like this, because price is fractal, this candle here would still be a signal for maybe price to push up even all the way back to here. If we do have any more support and resistance, I'll plot them maybe in another video. But long story short, what I'm saying is as much as we made like a higher low here, these candles are not convincing, guys. These particular candles are not convincing me at all, because we don't have any bearish candle there that formed. We do have a bearish candle here, but if we look at the formation of this particular candle, you can see it didn't quite close near a weekly key, a key level. It's not a complete one. It still has a wick and price still closed above. So personally, that's also like the main reason why I just like to remain bullish as per right now, even if it's a short-term bullish up to even here, or even up to this wick fill here is still fine. Then we see what happens. But of course I can't be too sure, because at the end of the day, on the bigger time frames, on the monthly, it's still bearish. But as per just moving as per price action, because right now I'm just trying to be focused on what is price doing. Bullish candle here, this very much could be like the pullback of this particular move here. Let me actually take these fibs and see. So we can see we're currently in the middle of the 61.8 and the 78.6. So I'm just going to be on standby in terms of just seeing what's going to happen. If price wants to push up, I will, because I will be like on that type of bias, because I'm not convinced. This here is not convincing. This here is definitely not convincing. We don't have a candle here. This here is also not convincing. The only convincing candle that I can see so far is that one, sorry. And I hope I'm making sense. Okay, so now going over on the daily time frame. So on the daily time frame, what can I see? Okay, so now let me focus on what we have here. So this is now the move that I was talking about, and you can see we did make a higher high. So this very much could be the pullback, and that's the fib that I just came from plotting from over there. You can see we're just in the middle, and it's also not a bad place. Personally, I'm not too comfortable like with this particular key level. I don't know if it's like the strongest. I don't know if I should round it off, but it is still something, and I do like the fact that yes, it has closed where price has been bouncing off in the past. It is a bullish daily candle, and this candle here could very much push this price all the way back up to here. I would not be surprised if we have something like this. If we have this particular candle here pushing price even back up to here, and then we see what happens happens from this particular area. I don't know if price would want to sell from there, if it's going to be long-term sells, or maybe we can just have a short-term sell and then it breaks off. Who knows, honestly. But right now, what I'm saying is I'd rather just prefer to move with this price as it's moving at the moment. And even when I take my fibs from here to here, you can see that the 78.6 is lining up very, very nicely with this weekly key level here, the 1.358. Yeah. So yeah, and I hope I'm making sense so far. So yeah, I'm just waiting for deeper pullback continuations, because usually on the daily, when you have a candle like this, even when we were selling, a candle like this could very much mean that we are going to pull back even a deeper one, maybe to a key level, and then we see what happens from there. Going over to the 4-hour time frame. Now on the 4-hour time frame, the reason I have my trend line like this and not like this is because on the daily time frame, if I just let me just make it visible so that you can see what I'm talking about. On the daily time frame, you can see the last time we were at a key level and where price turned, which was at the 1.346, we had price moving downwards. And usually for me, I like to plot my trend lines based on the bigger time frame swing points. So on the daily, that's the reason why I have it here, and that's why on the 4-hour, this is the area that this is the trend line that I'm going to consider, because this is the last swing point on the daily time frame as compared to here. And it's still not like a big difference. Like, yes, this is a higher high, and that again is also a reason why I'd like to be bullish. But yeah. Okay, guys. So last week, this is now the 4-hour time frame. What was I waiting for? So last week, before price was here, I had my trend line like this before I widened it, because usually with trend lines you can widen them. And what I was looking for, what was I looking for last week? Yes, I was either hoping for a breakout, something like this, if at all we're going to buy, or selling. I was hoping for some price action on the 1-hour time frame, and then we sell down like that. But now you can see we didn't have that on the 1-hour time frame, and I did mention that if I don't see that, I'll be out of the market. So when this happened, I did not get an entry, because the last time I took a buy was over here, which could have actually been a winning move if I had like a bigger stop loss. But it is what it is. Usually my stop loss is 30 pips, but I think next time I'm going to approach like bigger weekly key levels. I'd rather just put like more than 30 pips as a stop loss. And you can see, if at all my stop loss was like 35 pips, that would have been a winning trade. But it is what it is. So now the fact that we have broken sort of above this trend line and we are making higher highs towards this pullback, I think potential areas could be back up to this major key level here, the 1.358. But as per entries, as per right now, let me go on the 1-hour time frame. But yeah, on the 4-hour time frame, it's almost looking like it's making that pullback, but it could be a pullback, but on the bigger time frames, it could be something else. So on the 1-hour time frame, let me see. On the 1-hour time frame, so I do have a trend line at the moment. We do have a little gap over here. I usually put this separator just for my eyes can see, but we did have a gap over the weekend. It's just so interesting. Ever since this year, it's like gaps almost every weekend, and it's just really annoying. So anyway, I would like to look for buys today, simply because of the reasons that I've been mentioning on those bigger time frames. Because the sales did not work last week and we did break above this weekly high, and this particular level is the 1.346, I'd like to see maybe a little pullback or something. Even back to that gap would be nice. If you have a trend line bounce, that would also be nice, and then maybe I could take something like that. If it's looking a bit tricky, then I don't know. I think I'll just have to wait for Tuesday or Wednesday the next time I'll make a video, because right now everything is just really tricky, guys. I'm not even gonna lie. So I'd rather just be on the buy side as per right now, just because this is how price is moving. When I take my moving averages, let's see. So we do have the 50. That's around an area that I'd like. When I take my fibs, you see, it's even hard to even get swing points. Hey, price action, yo. Yeah, so we can see we do have a 78.6%. That's also lining up with the trend line and the 50 EMA. So let's see if price can come back and fill this gap. And if I do get some nice candles around this trend line here, or even above this weekly high from last week, I would be interested in taking a buy all the way back up to these levels here. So yeah, let me know what you think. On the daily, on the dollar index, this is the weekly time frame on the dollar index. Now the dollar index, I still do not think that this particular move is going to be the one that's pushing price all the way back up. And the main reason I'm saying that is because personally, just from how I trade and how I look at candlesticks, I am not a fan of the fact that this particular level, the 97.8, we don't have a proper bullish engulfing candle at this particular level here. And yes, I do know that support and resistance is supposed to be a zone, but I just think that as per right now, this candle is a bit too far away from me. This candle here is the one that makes sense, and I won't be shocked if this particular bearish candle here on the weekly time frame pushes price even back down to here before now maybe going up. If at all, this dollar will strengthen or even break down. Who knows if maybe price would even want to break out completely. But I would like to be on long-term bullish on the dollar index, but I just think as per right now, I'm not convinced that price is going to continue pushing. And yeah, when I take my fibs from this lower wick to this upper wick from here, you can see the 78.6 is lining up quite nicely with the 96.7 key level. A deeper pullback will be fine, but I'm just not convinced, guys. I'm not convinced of long-term bullish pressure from here. I think maybe a deeper pullback down here would make a bit more sense for me, simply because this bearish candle here, this is now what I mean when I say I like a bearish candle to close at or near a key level. And you can see this particular one, we had an indecision candle, almost like is it a morning star or an evening star? I made a video on my candlesticks, but yeah, and then we had this bearish candle here. So I do think this candle here has the possibility of pushing price downwards, even back down to here, and then we see what's happening. And now when I go to the daily time frame, you can see what I'm saying. You can see this particular area here is not convincing at all. We still do not have any type of bullish candles here that could say that maybe we want to push back. And you can see, guys, the price, the gap here, it almost looks like price filled it up, but maybe we'll see it on the daily, on the 4-hour time frame. But yeah, you can see, like, even when I take my fib as per right now from selling, because sometimes with fibs you have to work with whatever price is doing at that particular level, whether it's buying or selling. We're at the 61.8, and this to me could be a very nice area for price to now do that little push down that I'm talking about, maybe back down to here, and then now we see what happens from there, if at all price is going to push up. So I'm going to be on standby this particular level, the 99.4. I'm going to be on standby. I still don't see proper bearish candles here, but in terms of what's happening in terms of like chart patterns, there is prices squeezing over here. Somebody could say that this is like an ascending triangle, because we do have resistance. Price has really refused to like go above this 99. Like, it wicks up, but you can see it's still closing below this particular level here. And yeah, in terms of like the gap, it's safe to say that this gap has been somewhat filled. Yeah, so you can see from here to here that gap has been filled. So what I'm looking at today is if we can just maybe get like what is it called, we just have price coming to fill that gap over here, and then we now see if we can start getting those sells all the way back down to here. But it also depends on the fundamental news, because there is supposed to be talks of the peace deal, but I don't think that has been confirmed yet. Even when I look from here, it's still there's still prospects of the US-Iran deal, which if at all the war ends, then that could mean a weaker dollar. So that could also validate what I'm thinking about of price making that deeper pullback before those long-term buys on the bigger time frames. I hope you're following what I'm saying, guys. I really hope you're following. So yeah, what am I waiting for today? Just that little pullback. If that could be nice, because we can see that we have broken out of this trend line that I've been having. This trend line was really holding quite well. It's not like a major type of trend line, but these are trend lines that I do consider. So yeah, I would just be waiting for something like this, a pullback, maybe back up to there, and then we start seeing if we can start getting those sells. But yeah, we'll just have to wait and see, because price could even decide to come all the way back up to here, or even here again, and then wick and then close down below, especially because we still don't know exactly what's happening with the talks with Trump and the other the seniors. So we'll just have to wait and see. But long story short, I'm going to be short-term bearish on the dollar index, and short-term buys on the pound unless otherwise. So yeah, that's what I'm looking at today. I hope I have made sense. And looking at the news calendar today, we do have a bank holiday. Tuesday we don't have news. On Wednesday we don't have news. And yeah, Thursday, that's when we have some news here. But these are not too scary news. So yeah, anyway, I will be back with a market analysis soon if I do see something else. Yeah, have a good day, and I will see you on the next one. Bye-bye.